Good morning, boys and girls. It is Monday morning and this is our maths lesson. Today we are going to be looking at fact families. So first we've got a mental and oral starter, and it's the one that we always do at the beginning of every lesson when we are at school. So let's count to and back from 10. So first we'll clap our hands and let's count forward starting from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope you're clapping along with me. Right, let's count backwards and we're going to tap our head. Okay, starting from 10. Hope you're joining in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and make sure it's one tap for each number. Okay, let's do shooting stars. We'll count forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's do rolls backwards starting from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done for joining in. If there are any others that you would like to do, or you want to continue to count to 10 and back, then you can pause this video and you can do that at home. Right, let's move on. Let's count forwards and backwards on a number line. So I want you to touch the screen, or if you've got a number line at home, touch your number 1 and let's count forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And backwards, touching number 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super. Can you point to number 6? Well done. Can you point to number 2? Can you point to number 10? Can you point to number 9? Can you point to our number 5? Hat, back, round, belly. Superstars. Right, so this is a little bit of a recap. So I want you to have a think about your numbers to 10 and what is 1 less than 9? Tell the adult in the room. What is 1 less than 9? Number 2. What is how many dots on the dice? 6. Well done. So what is 6? Take away 5. So if you show me 6 fingers and you take 5 away, how many have you got left? Work it out with your adult. Right, let's move on to number 3. If 3 add 7 equals 10, then 7 add 3 equals, have a look at the numbers, all the numbers are the same. So 3 and 7, they're our parts, they equal 10. What is 7 add 3? And the answer is 10. Well done, the parts are just a different way around, but it makes no difference to that answer. And what is the missing number? So we've got 8 is our whole number and 5 is our part. So what I want you to do is find out what the difference is between 5 and 8. What is that missing part? So if we've got 8 counters, or if you've got some Lego or something at home, get 8 of them out, take 5 of them away and find out what that missing part is. And you can pause the video if you want extra time working those out. And that was just our quick recap. Right, so today we are looking at fact families. So let's have a look. We've touched on this before Christmas, so let's see if we can remember. So have a little think. Do you remember what a fact family is? So the whole number there is 7, and our 2 parts are 4 and 3. And a fact family is when we use those 3 numbers in all of our number sentences, but we change the parts and the whole around. So all of those numbers can fit into all of those number sentences. We don't use any other numbers, we just use the numbers that are a part of that part whole model. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you some examples. So this little boy here says that he can write 4 facts, okay? So if you can see, we've got 4 add 3 equals 7. If we switch our parts around, we've got 3 add 4 equals 7, it's the same. But then if we're going to have our equals at the beginning, we need our whole number at the beginning too. So 7, it's our greatest number, is equal to 4 add 3, and then we can change the parts again. 7 is also equal to 3 add 4. So the only numbers we're using is those 3 numbers in that part whole model to make our number facts. So here we go, we've got another part whole model here. We've got a whole number is 4 and our parts are 1 and 3. So that means 1 add 3 must equal 4, or 3 add 1 must equal 4. And we can also do take away, subtract. So if we start with our whole number, 4, subtract our 1 equals, what number are we missing from that part whole model? We are missing the number 3, well done. And we can do another one. We've changed the parts around on our part whole model, so we could do 4, and instead we could take away the 3. And then what number is missing from that number sentence? Well done, it is the number 1. So it says what is the same and what is different. So we've changed the part that we take away, but we always start with our whole number when we're subtracting. We always start with our greatest number. Here we go, we've got another one here. We've got a tens frame. How many red counters can you see? Have a count for me. Super counting. And how many yellow counters can you see? Well done. So let's have a look. We have got 6 red counters and we have got 4 yellow counters, and 6 add 4 equals, what is it? We've got our whole tens frame there is 10. All of those spaces in that tens frame is full, so we know we've got 10 counters in there, okay? We don't have any spaces. And then we can change that around. We can change our parts around. So we could start with our 4 and add 4, add 6 equals 10. It's the same, we've just switched the parts. 6 add 4 equals 10, 4 add 6 equals 10. Let's have a look at another one. But we are going to be subtracting. So if we subtract, we have to start with our greater number, don't forget. So our whole number there is a full tens frame, so we've got 10. And we can take away any part we want to. So you could either take away the 6 or you could take away the 4, but we're going to do both of them. So 10, take away, and you can see we're crossing out those 4 yellow counters. So if you've got 10 and you take away those 4 yellow counters, we are left with the 6 red counters. If we do it the other way and we have 10 and we take away the 6 red counters, they've all disappeared now, we are left with 4. Okay, so we've just changed our parts around. And here's another example that you can have a look through with the adult in your room. We've got a part whole model there. Our whole number is 10. And our 2 parts are 6 and 4. And we already know that 6 add 4 or 4 add 6 equals 10. And then what they've done here is they've done the subtraction as well. So we've started with our 10 and we've taken away each part, and it just makes the parts switch around. And it says here, what do you notice? And we notice that when we add our parts together, our whole number is at the end of our number sentence. But if we're subtracting our parts from our whole number is at the beginning of the number sentence. And it's very important that you remember that. So here's another example then. We have got how many flowers at the top? You count the flowers for me. How many all together? Super, well done. We have got 7 and we've got them split into 2 different colours. So how many orange flowers have we got? Well done, we've got 2 orange flowers. And how many purple flowers have we got? Well done, we have got 5 purple flowers. So we've got 2 orange, that's our first part. And we can put that in our number sentence as well. We've got 5 purple, that is our second part. And all together our whole number is 7. So 2 add 5 equals 7. Say that with me. 2 add 5 equals 7. Well done. And then we can do it again. And instead we could start with 5 as our part. Add 2 equals 7. 5 add 2 equals 7. And I've just switched those parts around. Moving on, we've got some subtraction sentences. Who can remember which number comes first when we are subtracting? Well done, it is our greatest number, it's our whole number. So we must start with 7. And then we're going to take away our 5 purple flowers. And then we have our 2 orange flowers left. So 7 take away 5 equals 2. And let's change those parts around. We'll start with our 7 again. 7 is our whole number. We've got 7 flowers all together. And then we will take away our 2 orange flowers. And then we are left with our 5 purple flowers. So 7 flowers take away our 2 orange flowers equals 5 purple flowers. 7 take away 2 equals 5. Well done. And you can do them the other way around. Okay? And there's other things that you can do. So the ones on the left is what we just did on the last slide. And then if you know them ones, you can also do the other ones. 7 is equal to 5 add 2. 7 is equal to 2 add 5. 2 is equal to 7 take away 5. 5 is equal to 7 take away 2. And that's a bit tricky. When we put our equal sign at the front, we can change our parts, but we've got to check that the numbers after the equal sign make sense. So 2 is equal to 7 take away 5, because if you have 7 and you take away 5, it equals 2. So we've just switched that around for those of you that can do that. If that side is a little bit too confusing, just stick to the side on the left that we've just gone through together. Okay? Right, we've got a little bit of a true and false before you go on to your worksheet. So have a look. There are 4 more ways to write these number sentences. Is that true or is that false? So we've got 3 add 4 equals 7. That's correct. We've changed our parts now. 4 add 3 equals 7. Correct. 7 take away 3 equals 4. Correct. 7 take away 4 equals 3. Correct. And remember, if you manage to have a look at the slide before and you could go along with that other side, there are 4 more other number sentences we could write, and it's when our equal sign is at the beginning. Okay, so we could write 4 more number sentences. The answer to this question is true, and we would have to put our equal sign at the beginning of our number sentences. Okay, why don't you have a think and have a see if you can write those other 4 number sentences in your book. Bit of a challenge, but see if you can try. Once you've done that, I would like you to complete your fact family worksheet for me, please, ready for me to pick up on Friday. Well done for joining in. Replay this video if there's anything that you're struggling with or a little bit stuck on, and hopefully after you've listened to it again, you will understand what is expected of your worksheet. Well done, boys and girls. Super maths lesson. Have a fun day.